Wait a minute. This isn't a fighting game or Splatoon or a random platformer. Um, so by the time this comes out, Monster Hunter Wilds will be out, and I can't play that game right now. I do not have a console or PC that will let me play that. So I figured, you know what? Let's go back and let's play us some Monster Hunter Rise instead. As we go through these awful screens here. So you might recall. Oh, I'm gonna have a bunch of add-on content, assuming considering how this might work. We might be clicking through a lot of things here, but anyway, if you're an old fan of the channel, oh boy, I got a character voucher. If you're a fan of the old channel from back in the day, I did upload some videos from Monster Hunter 3 Ultimate on the Wii U of all things. Um, okay, there's a billion things we could go through with all the different versions, but we'll leave it here. And of course, Sunbreak is here because I do have Sunbreak on my main account, but we won't be touching that for a very long while, if ever. On this, I'm honestly freeballing this because Monster Hunter is a weird series to cover the way I like to cover things. I like to have cuts. I like to keep things relatively short, and Monster Hunter can go on for a while. So we'll just kind of tackle this as we go, I guess. But I'm gonna start a new game, and we're gonna hang out with this old Monster Hunter while everyone is on the new hotness. Cause you know what? Who needs Monster Hunter Wilds anyway? So we can make our character here. I'm not gonna take much time, I think, with this, especially since you're always in armor anyway. But I'll just cut to when I'm done. Okay, I didn't really do too much. I just went with some pre-made stuff. We're gonna go with this guy. Let's make a name really quick. I'm not gonna go online with this guy. We will be we'll be I don't know, Hunter. I don't know. I don't think I can do. I can't do a squared symbol. I think with this. So we'll just do Hunter. I don't think Hunter squared is gonna fit. Let's see. Hunter squared. Yeah, sure. Why not? I'm not that attached. But we also have a couple other things to do. So we have Palamutes and Palicos. So I will also cut ahead, I think. I don't know I'm going to spend much time on these. Okay, so this is going to be our Palamute, I think. Sure. Okay, so let's think of a name. Let's go with, I don't know. Chloe, why not? No, chlorophyll, yes, of course. Chloe, sure. But now our cat. I'll see you again after the cut. Okay, here's gonna be our kitty, and I'm gonna name this one after a particular VTuber that I watch, and their cat as a bit of a tribute here. No points for guessing who this is, but there you go. This is our Palico baby bean. So we'll go along with this. Our default group here. So let's begin Hunter's journey, shall we? Come on, get up, you big idiot. Here they are, the real stars of this game. Oh, thank you for telling us your
No one
names.
could have noticed us. It was a perfect disguise,
Huh.
though. That's why we expect great things of you. You're always razor sharp. Well then, I guess we still have a lot of training left to do.
Oh, really? But I've
Why?
played a lot of Monster Hunter
You don't
games.
want us sneaking in? Oh, come on. This is Kamura. We're all practically family here.
Welcome to
Besides,
Kamura.
Elder Fugan is looking for you. So go get ready. Can't keep him waiting.
Okay, if you say so. I don't like the way Bean's eyes were looking there. That shine was kind of weird. And there we are. Now we're in our full hunter outfit, which looks pretty cool. With the weird like wing scarves on the back. Oh hey, what could that be? Is that a ho-oh?
Shall we go?
And here we are in our main village. The game begins. It's been interesting. So I got into the series with 3U, and at that point it was established, but it really only started getting bigger like around that time, I think, because like 4 did pretty well, and then Generations actually did surprisingly well. People were shocked they even localized it, and then all of a sudden World comes out, and it is the I believe it's still the best-selling single game from Capcom ever. So like it's well and truly arrived. And after World was like really different, this game is kind of a bit of a return to form a little bit, but it still has a lot of the World isms. So it's a lot easier, I think, to pick up and
So
play.
fast!
Oh, Minoa. Minoto. Thank you.
Elder Fugan.
I just got an important letter. It looks like we've got a rampage on
Oh
our hands.
no. Oh, I forgot about Rampages. Oh no.
So it's finally beginning.
The mechanic of this game that I'm fine with not
It's been
returning.
50
Oh
years
well.
since the last calamity, but I remember like it was yesterday.
The lore.
A huge pack of monsters in a giant stampede. They attack the village in a frenzied rage. Nobody knows why this happens, but it came close to wiping out our village last time.
Well, that's not good. You should probably figure out why it does
I
that.
think it's time we paid a visit to the stronghold. We have to protect the village.
There's nothing to worry about, Elder Fugan. All of us, everyone in Kamura, we've all been training for this moment for our entire lives. Noah, we should start preparations right away.
Off they go.
Now that's what I like to hear.
Please stop showing your low poly teeth.
Hey,
There we go. So, the
great.
game can finally begin. I'm a certified hunter. Well, my name is Hunter, so that's good.
Elder.
Oh, they're back. You just left.
Congratulations.
Congrats. But you'll still have to do the most basic of missions. Okay. Speak with Master Hojo in the Gathering Hub. Oh, we gotta go shopping.
Sure.
Okay.
Let's start there.
I wonder where we should start. Oh, and here's our basic movement tutorial. Thank you. There's going to be a lot of these. So, this game is notable because it's the first Monster Hunter to give characters names, which is kind of sad to think about. They all just had, like, their title before. Like, this was just the quest made it in the old games, but they actually have a name.
Sure.
Oh, I didn't mean to talk to her. Okay, Kagero, what do you gotta say? Well, that's Master Hunter Square. That's gonna sound weird when I start to go up in rank. Oh boy. So yeah, I mean, we'll go through this as the game goes, but if you haven't played a Monster Hunter before, it is a very interesting game. There's a lot there.
Next. Hmm.
Oh, and we're just gonna go through little bits and pieces here, I guess. But yeah, you kind of prep for hunts. You get items and weapons and armor and stuff ready, and then you go fight these big things. So they're just doing their best to make sure we know where to go.
Uh-huh. Hmm. Yeah.
Isn't it great? Okay. Yeah, we'll talk about all that later. I can hire buddies at the Buddy Plaza. And that's where if we want to have extra Palicos and Palamutes with us, which, excuse me, that's not exactly a thing we need to worry about right now, I think. Unless they make us go there, I guess.
Last but not least.
Yomogi the Chief's Tea Shop. So yeah, food is also important. Oh, and we're learning about the wire bugs already. Okay. Yeah, it's been a bit since I've played this game, so it will take me some time to get used to some of this, but a big element of this game is these little bugs you can zip around on, which is kind of like the big thing that makes this game stand out. But we'll get to that when we get to it. Let's talk to her first. Congrats. Some bunny dongo. Okay. I've never had dongo. I would like to one day.
Hmm.
But you're not supposed to just eat dongo. But sadly, that's the only food in this game.
Thank you. Ah.
Okay, and we go to our item box now to actually mess with stuff.
Hmm.
Oh, girls gotta eat. Okay.
What do you think?
And the game really wants to push us to do longsword. Sure. Now we go to the gathering hub and we can do quests.
So
Cool.
come on.
Well, let's go ahead and do that. Let's get the game do what the game wants us to do. Move to the next area. Here's a pretty little gathering hub.
Oh. Pardon me.
Can you tell this game is in Japan?
This is Master Hojo.
Those earlobes. Hello there. Get it, Croak, because he's on a frog monster. The guild master. Yeah, yeah. Give me my registration. And just like that. Okay. Go ahead. And then there's Master Yosuchi over there. Gnarly news. Okay. Let's go talk to him first, I guess. We can no longer use our bug powers in here, unfortunately, so we'll have to walk over the long way. So he's in charge of arenas here, which we probably won't touch on too much in this game, I think. The action bar. Whoa. Okay. So begins the game's multitude of menus here. So use the D-pad and you can just kind of pick what you want here. So let's look for the camera, equip it, and then let's get a good picture. Let's get my dog out of the way. There you go. I took your picture. And there is a training area by the Buddy Plaza, which we might take a look at in a bit. Hunter info. So yeah, this game sadly it has a ton of tutorials and menus and things to mess with that will definitely take a lot of time to get used to, but we'll kind of just take our time here. Let's talk to Minato quick.
Oh,
Oh, okay.
until next time.
Oh, I got them confused. I'm sorry. Let's go see the other one. And we can hold down A to just ride our dog whenever we want, which is really cool. But we can also jump off. So let's get off of them. Okay.
Bunny Dango are a taste of heaven.
My Kohoot. So Kohoots are basically this game's answer to like why the map gives us all this information. But it's not really a thing to worry about very much in the main game. This is not like to the same level of a Palico or a Palamute. But we have to give this one a name, I guess. I don't know what I should call this. I'm kind of blanking. Kohoot. What is a good out? Okay, you know what? Forget it. We're just gonna go for the obvious one. Mume, like the VTuber. Okay. So we have key quests we can do, which will like basically advance the story. But there's also tons of other things we can do. Of course, the Petalaces. This is probably not the best Monster Hunter to like start off playing because there's so many mechanics. But in this game, there's a bunch of things you can just collect when you're out and about, including these little Spirit Birds, which will give you buffs. And we will just kind of mess with this as we go. So we can take quests from either of them. Oh, and then there's this person. I don't know if I want to talk to this one. Okay. Oh yeah, all the DLC. So there was tons of stuff in here. I think we're okay. I don't think we need to worry about this right now. But let me just talk to him. I might just cut away from this because I don't want to be stuck here forever. Okay, well basically what they're saying here is we start in offline mode, and this is how you go to online. Since Monster Hunter is all about being offline and online, some of the games like World and Wilds are doing this a little more differently. But basically, if we talk to Hinoa here, we can do village quests, which are purely single player. But then Minato in the Gathering Hub, those are multiplayer quests that you can still do single player if you want. And the thing is with the village quests here, they are extremely easy, but we'll still do them, I think, because they're like an introduction to the game. But yeah, we're gonna do some basic training with Usuchi, I guess. So this seems like a good enough time to mess around with this. But yeah, we'll just kind of like the game is gonna take its time to take its time. Okay, so yeah, there's a lot of things we can do here. Yeah, I know all this stuff. We could chit chat, which we won't. Subquests we can do. These are things you can do to get like some extra items and stuff, which we may as well select some of these while we're out and about, because we will be doing this a fair bit. Let's gather some honey, because that's pretty good. We're gonna hunt stuff eventually. We're gonna slay small stuff eventually, and we're gonna do stuff in the Shrine Ruins eventually too. So let's get one more. Let's do insects, I guess. I don't know. And we'll get these done as we go. But as far as our quests go, we gotta be back to basics. So let's go and take care of that.
Don't forget to eat.
So we can depart whenever we want on this quest, but we should get into the habit of eating if we can. I don't know if she'll actually let me yet. Or am I crazy? Do I sit here and do it? Oh yeah, I guess I just sit here and do it. Yeah, it's been a bit. So we can eat a meal before we go on a hunt. And this will give you some extra health and stamina. and there's even skills you get depending on which meal that you make. So we will we'll mess around with this quickly. It's pretty. We'll use some points since we don't have that much money left on us, and we'll just kind of do some basic stuff. So let's do the best nut here. We can get the medic and the polisher, and just eat this. Aww.
Here you go.
And there's our meal. So every time we want to eat before a quest, it will always be Dango. It will always be that animation. So I hope you enjoyed it because you will probably never see it again. So we got a bunch of extra health and stuff. So we're all powered up and ready to go. I guess we're good to start with whatever we have. So let's go do this quest quick.
These halls of worship, once so bustling, now home to monsters, stalking and rustling. Hunters beware, not waits, but despair.
And here we are. Yeah, I had no choice. So we have a time limit, which we don't have to worry about. Let's go over and talk to him quick. Whole new life awaits. So we have our camp where we start every single thing, where we can mess with a lot of stuff, which is nice. The supply box where we can get some items. And then the rest of the map basically from this little drop here. So yeah, we should be good for what we have right now. And then the map will slowly uncover as we go. But we'll best put that more. So he's gonna run away, and we gotta go follow him. But let's go over here first. So here's our items. They give us some freebies, which is nice. So this stuff is like ammo if you're using a gun weapon and all that, which we don't have to worry about at the moment. We'll take some first aid and some rations because why not? And we'll head out. So if I hold down and run, I actually slide like this, which is kind of nice. And hey, look, you can gather stuff. So yeah, we'll gather. Okay. Wow, I can't get away from these tutorials. So you can craft in this game. So certain things will just immediately turn into a thing. So those herbs are a potion. There you go. Let's jump out of here and see what he has to say as we run up here. Okay, what do you got? Okay, so the wire bugs are definitely the big new thing to worry about. So let's do that a little more in the field here. So, we've got wire dash to move around, weapon-specific silk binds are like special attacks, and then wire fall is like a recovery if you get knocked down. These have a cooldown on them, and depends on what you're doing. You can even find some wild wire bugs to get a temporary increase, which is cool. And yeah, like there's a couple kind of like built-in macros, so left trigger and X, you'll go in the air, press A to go forward, and then you can free aim with the right trigger. You can even go into walls, and then your silk binds are going to vary depending on your weapon. But we'll get to that as we go. So let's do the wire dash upward quick here. And hey, here we are. And now here's our buddies. Flash and Rumble. Oh, I don't get to have mine? Okay. So, Palamutes are new to this game, and I forget what they're called in Wild. They're like secrets or whatever. Like they're like chocobo-looking things. Those are going to be their successors. but we can actually ride on these guys and move around a fair bit faster. While the Palicos are going to be more like support based. So let's jump on this guy. So we can run and we can like we can kind of like grind on the ground and then drift and go really fast, which is kind of funny. I'm trying to think, how do we jump as these guys? Is it, yeah, it's right trigger. I had to be sure. There's some poop we can grab if we want. I may as well, so I can have some dung bombs. Let's just kind of run around here quick, just to, there's a lot of things you can collect, and the biggest thing I would say with Monster Hunter when you're first starting out is to just grab as much stuff as you can. You're gonna always be finding stuff as you go, and I'm gonna. Okay, he's gonna ping me every time, unfortunately, so I won't deviate too long. But let's get some honey because I know there's some honey here. And those potions we got turned into mega potions because of the honey. So honey's probably one of the best things you can possibly get for your when you're first starting out here. We got some Spear Birds, and these will give you different buffs depending on which color they are. This is a new thing for Rise. It's not in any other games, I'm pretty sure. I don't think it's going to be in Wilds anyway. And then there's a bunch of like wildlife you can use for like buffs and stuff. So that cloth fly will give us a defense buff, I think. This is endemic life. So that's a big thing with Rise is just like the environment has so much more stuff you can kind of mess with and you know power up from. So it's pretty interesting. But I do think it does kind of makes the game a little more complicated. So okay, we got the Spear Bird, and then we can get the defense boost from this guy. So that's nice. And these guys are like a flash bomb, so you can do that to like blind enemies and stuff. We can actually go up here. Oh, he's gonna stop me, I think. Let's talk to him first. Yeah, yeah. And they can even attack, but they're not that strong. So there's some small monsters we can take care of in a minute here. But I want to go up. Yeah, this is going to be the bad part here. So our health bar is green, yellow is stamina, our sharpness is below there, which we will get to as time moves on, I guess. And, in addition to being able to, get these spear bugs and stuff and have and eat and stuff to get like bonuses, you've also got all these endemic life and things you can grab too, which is interesting. Okay, we got some barrels from that junk pile. Mushrooms, we can get some stuff here. There's a lot I don't recall about, and this is just basically free points. Some of this stuff we get. There's an evil cat here we don't have to talk up to, and then there's a whale nard, which that can like draw monsters in if you activate it, I guess. Yeah, yeah, I know. I should just go. Let's go back down because he'll just keep pinging me and be angry. But there's a lot of crazy areas to explore in this game. I should not have done that. It's fine. There's a lot of places to explore in here. I actually like how extensive the areas are in here. But that we'll come to that as we go, I guess. Get some more herbs. So we've maxed out on potions now. Isn't there? Okay, buddy. Fine. As you wish. So there's some Izuchi up ahead, some small monsters, so we can take care of them pretty quick. So we can finally actually attack. Time for the... Okay, so draw a weapon. So we have longsword to start here, which is a decent, like, beginner-friendly weapon. So you've got really, like, basic, kind of wide-reaching attacks. And the big thing with these guys is... we're not really going to get to do this on these guys at all, but holding down the right trigger, you do these powerful spirit slashes. But we'll cover that later more, I guess. So let's carve some monsters now. We got to put our weapon away, which I think we already did. So let's do that. So let's carve these guys and get some pieces of stuff. Izuchi tail. What is this guy going to have? Another tail. And will you have anything different for us? I guess we'll find out. And another tail. Alright, fair enough. Let's go talk to him before he pings us again. What do you gotta say? Is this it? Oh, we can fast travel. Okay. So we can fast travel if we hold down the button. That I want you to hold, because let me back up. If you just tap minus, you get this menu. You have to hold it, which is kind of a weird input. And we can just hit A to fast travel and go back to the map whenever we want. But I kind of want to explore for just a second, if we can, because I think the mission's gonna end pretty quick. But yeah, we kind of just went in a circle, really. I want to before we go. I think there's some. Yeah, you're just gonna keep being annoying, unfortunately. There's some honey here, and I think there's some bones back before where we were. So let me see if I can grab that quick. But yeah, like in general, the early game is just scavenge and get as much stuff as you can, and tackle these really easy missions before the game starts to really open up, because those monsters were not a threat at all. Let's get this bone pile quick. I'm gonna hold down the button to get everything. Okay, so we got some twisted remains. All right, let's go back to camp now. I've annoyed him enough, I guess. This is also a new feature, which is nice, because otherwise it can be a pain to get back sometimes. All right, what do you have to say? So basic training is complete. We can finally start doing some fun stuff. So, yeah, after you complete a quest, there's like a timer before you go back, so you gotta be careful to make sure you grab all the stuff that you need. Otherwise, you're not gonna be in good straits and all that. But yeah, good stuff. Good job, team. You guys really helped me out fighting those basic monsters that did nothing to me. Yeah! These aren't even my Palico and Palamute. Aw. Quest complete. That wasn't so bad. And we get a bunch of stuff for our trouble. We got some raw meat, rations, more potions, and my Palico even gathered some stuff, so we got more stuff, which is always nice, and some monster bones. That's also good. We get some money for our troubles as well. A lot of stuff. So we're off to a good start. And I think this is probably where I'll start to sign off for this first video, which went on a little longer because there's a lot of introductory stuff, cutscenes and whatnot. I think they probably still want to talk to me after this. Yep, here we go. Expected nothing less. Thanks. Now we can do 1-star quests, so that'll be fun. And yeah, there's a lot of different things we can talk to. I'm gonna worry about talking to some of these people next time, I think. But that's it for our introductory Monster Hunter Rise video. I swear, if I accidentally say Monster Hunter Wilds, that's gonna just be sad. But yeah, we'll be back next time. We will start venturing into the very beginning of the game and its 1-star quests. So, see you next time.